Hello everyone, happy Tarot Tuesday. It's almost Christmas. I am probably gonna make this one short tonight just because I do need to finish wrapping presents. Have not wrapped all of them yet. It's like 3 days until Christmas. um, but yeah, so it's not gonna be a super long one tonight. However, I will use some of my Seasons of the Witch. My playback is really jumpy. I don't know if it is for you guys too. But I've got my Seasons of the Witch. There we go. Cards that I will pull some for today. I'll probably just do my 1 through 10 for my tarot cards, and then I'll do 1 through 5 of the Seasons of the Witch, and then that'll be it for the Seasons of the Witch, just because I don't know them quite as well. So like, I'm literally just gonna read you what's on the card. I feel like that's kind of lame. Like, anytime I see like tarot readers where they're like, oh, let me give you a tarot reading, and then they pretty much just read from the book, or they just like, I've seen some where they just give like a picture of the book when they're doing like the pull card on their page or whatever, which is fine. But I feel like I'd much rather like actually give you a meaning for the card. But anyways, let me take a sip. I just realized some of my bats have fallen. I need to fix those. A bat wall, and I keep seeing a circle out of the corner of my eye. I'm going crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and do 1 through 10 of the tarot cards, and then, like I said, I'll do 1 through 5 of the Yule Oracle. What I have not done is check to make sure that I am streaming. I'm sure my husband would have said something by now. Yes, I am live. Cool. All right. We're good. Okay, so 1 through 10 of the tarot cards tonight, and sorry I'm looking a hot mess. I honestly did not feel like doing my makeup for a short stream. Well, this is all natural. However, my hair actually is doing okay. Usually my hair is super frizzy if I don't do anything with it after a shower, but I got this new hair stuff per recommendation from my sister, and it's actually really nice. It's called like 8-second miracle water or something like that, and it actually worked really well on my hair. Made it nice and shiny. Kind of the hot mess stream. Don't mind my messy nails either. These have actually been on for this Friday will be 2 weeks. No, this Thursday will be 2 weeks that they've been on. I've actually done pretty well. I use Lily and Fox. It's these like nail stickers, and they stay on a hell of a lot longer than regular nail polish, that's for sure. Alright. 1 through 10. Sorry, I've got cat hair on my nose. Itching. Number 1 is Ace of Chalices in reverse. So there may be some sort of new relationship that is coming up, new friendship, new opportunity for a relationship. But you might be holding back, or being kind of untrusting of the person. Definitely kind of let your guard down a little bit, let your walls down a little bit, let the person get to know you, because it's a good one. The gift. So again, it's in reverse. So something that you're kind of either it's stuck energy or you're not letting it happen kind of energy. And that's usually what a reverse is. The gift is a a gift from the universe with no strings attached. Something is trying to come your way, but you might be kind of not allowing it to come to you. Maybe you feel like you're unworthy of it or you don't deserve it. But something good is trying to happen for you. So make sure that you let that happen. All of them were in reverse tonight. Goodness. I'm still getting used to reading reverses. So Ten of Swords is one of those like failure and defeat kind of cards. But it's in reverse. So you might be, honestly, with this one in reverse and from the vibes that I get from it, it's one of those things where it's like all these bad things, I hate to say like it's your fault that they're happening to you, because it's not the case. It's more of like, more of those things where like you're focusing on all the negative things around you and you're not focusing on any of the positive things. And when it comes to manifesting, if you're focusing on all those negative things constantly, you're just going to constantly be manifesting this negative energy towards you. If you focus on more of the positive, the silver lining of things, even in a bad situation, you can kind of manifest and bring all that positive energy towards you. And I feel like this is one of those cases where you might be manifesting all of that negativity towards you. So try to be in a little bit more of a better mindset and try to focus on some positive things to kind of reinforce that manifestation. Freya, what are you doing? Jumped from really high. Number 4. Well, on this one, just try to focus on the positive things. I know that's much easier said than done sometimes, but it might be something that you haven't been doing. I don't think that I put my live chat. One second. I'm going to fix that. I don't think I have a be right back. I need to. I'm gonna just. I knew it. I literally felt like someone was trying to say hello, but it wasn't showing because I had top chat selected. Hello, Elizabeth. Yeah. Now live chat is on, so I'm actually seeing your guys' comments. Number 4 is 3 of Pentacles. All about building a foundation, building kind of a sturdy ground for what's to come. So 3s are always about like planning ahead and kind of getting that foundation started. And with this one, especially with the picture being the guy literally laying bricks down, something is going to start happening soon for you, and you kind of really want to make sure that you're on a steady ground and you've got that steady foundation ready for it. So just make sure that you're prepared. Number 5. Queen of Pentacles. Just noticed my tree wasn't on. Oh, and my mic is right in the camera. There we go. Sorry about that. Queen of Pentacles is all about, get it as close as I can without getting it in the camera. There we go. So Queen of Pentacles, all about being that badass bitch, being able to be that independent woman who can take care of things, or man. Men can have that queen energy as well. But Pentacles is all about money, wealth, health, all the things that bring success. So when it comes to Queen of Pentacles, it's literally an independent woman who's able to pay for things on her own, buy things on her own, and save that money on her own. And all the success that she's having is because of her, not because of other people around her or someone making that happen for her. So that Queen of Pentacles is all about that. So if you don't feel that, let that energy in, because it's definitely saying like you have that energy. Just kind of like allow it to happen. Feel that confidence. Number 6 is 6 of Wands. I always like when they line up with their number. 6 of Wands is all about being able to hold your head up high, knowing that you're on this journey, on the right path, and you've prepared and you have everything that you need to be able to go on to this journey. However, it's in reverse, so that means that you might not have that confidence. You might be feeling a little bit self-conscious about things. Like maybe I'm not on the right path. Maybe I'm not doing the right thing. That 6 of Wands is there to remind you like, hey, you got this. You can do this. Maybe just take a moment to rethink your path. Make sure that you're on the right path. So that energy might be stuck because you might not be on the right path, but you might have the capability of changing that and making it better for you. So just make sure that you're like focusing on yourself. Make sure that you listen to your intuition and you're on the right path that feels right for you. Sometimes when we have all these second thoughts, like, oh no, maybe I'm not on the right path. It might be for a reason. It might be your intuition trying to tell you something. Everything's in reverse. Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles is another gift from the universe. However, this one does have strings attached. You kind of have to watch for that vine that's creeping up on the kid, I don't know, that's looking at the gift from the universe. Being in reverse, all the time, I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something. And that's about me. I was literally like getting all my stuff together at like 7:25. Yeah, because my husband was like, hey, you're going live in 5 minutes. The Page of Pentacles is in reverse. So this means that there's a stuck or not moving forward type of energy with it. So you have the potential for that gift from the universe, but whatever this vine is, it might actually be stopping you from being able to move forward with that, and being able to enjoy it. So just make sure that you're watching your blind spots and you're not allowing things to take advantage of you while you're kind of enjoying the good things, if that makes sense. What are you doing? Freya, for some reason, has been obsessed with shadows. And now she's behind my chair playing with my shadows. But hello, Amber. Number 8. Yes. Number 8 is lovers. So if you are in a relationship already, it is a good time to just really appreciate each other and just be really loving and supportive of each other. If you're single, this is a good time for a new relationship or a new flame to happen. The Lovers is a major arcana card, so it could be like a serious relationship that's coming. Um, Definitely one to remember. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like the one, but it's going to be a big relationship in your life. So it could be one that you have to learn some lessons from, or it could be the one. It could be like the relationship, but it's definitely a relationship to think about. If you are not single and you are taken, then make sure that you are focusing on that person. You're actually embracing this energy of the lovers and that new spark in the relationship, and you're not you're making your significant other feel appreciated. I keep forgetting the time difference. It's 5:46 here. Oh, so you're 2 hours behind. So it starts at 5:30 for you. Oh, so my TV has the clock at the bottom and it looks like it says 7:40 right now. And it said 7:47 a second ago. And I was like, did my clock just completely shit the bed? But it's because the 8 looks weird from here. Oh man, okay. And number 9 is 4 of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles tonight. This is what the 4th Pentacles card. So a lot of focus on health and wealth, successes in our lives. 4 of Pentacles is all about keeping things to yourself. So this card can always go 2 separate ways. It can be a warning not to be a hoarder and keeping things to yourself. Or it could be a warning like, hey, this is what you're doing, you need to stop it. Sometimes my cards kind of give me the vibe of which one it is, and it's not doing that tonight. So I'm gonna do like a number 9 part B, and that's 2 of Chalices. So I feel like it's saying don't hoard things to yourself. Make sure that you're, get that in frame. Make sure that you are sharing your emotions, your feelings with someone else. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a really good friend that you would sit and have a glass of wine with and just chat and vent with each other. 4 of Pentacles, in this case, is saying don't keep things bottled up. Don't keep things to yourself. Make sure that you're sharing that with other people. Because sometimes we can keep things bottled up and not share with other people, and then it's like just keeps bottling up and keeps bottling up, and then it's just gonna explode out of us, and it doesn't always end well. So definitely share that with somebody else. And then number 10, 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords all about like drama going on, and any new moons. I've been feeling dizzy and weird lately. There was a full moon 2 days ago. Sunday was a full moon. So that could definitely be it. 5 of Swords is usually about like drama going on and you needing to kind of separate yourself and focus on something else. With it being upside down, it's a stuck energy, and it's like you're not allowing yourself to get away from this drama. You're getting sucked in by something, someone. Get out of it and focus on something else. Get away from the drama. Drama is never a good thing to be in. So don't get sucked in. That stuck energy is definitely like you being stuck in this constant drama, chaos of whatever's going on. So make sure that you are trying to get out of it any chance you can. Cat hair freaking everywhere. Okay. Yeah, it was a full moon Sunday. Really pretty full moon. And right on the winter solstice. Today is the shortest day of the year. And then I think tomorrow it starts getting a little bit longer and a little bit longer. So anyone who likes longer days. They're just gonna get longer from now on. They're not gonna get any shorter. Yesterday was also the start of Yule, which is 12 days. There's 12 days of Yule. A lot of Yule traditions were picked up by Christians to relate to pagans, to bring them to Christianity. So like the decorating of the tree, that was Yule. The Yule log is Yule. A lot of traditions, and I'm not saying that like Christmas isn't real or people should be mad at Christmas for taking from pagans or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying more like they kind of took it to relate to pagans to kind of bring them to Christianity. Took some of the traditions just to kind of make it feel a little more familiar to them. Some people are against that. I'm not completely for it, but it is what it is. So like I celebrate Christmas and I always have, but now that I'm learning more about Yule and where some of the Christmas traditions are Yule traditions, I'm trying to kind of like merge the two together, which is kind of nice. It's an easy thing to do, is you just kind of bring some of the more Yule things into the Christmas celebrations, and it's nice. Can I have a general love reading? My life's felt so empty lately without my mom, and tomorrow will be 1 month for her. God, has it really been a month already? God, I feel like it's been like 2 weeks. I'm sure you feel like it's been forever. And then sometimes it feels so fresh too, I'm sure. I can't even imagine, but yes, I will give you a general and a love reading. Elizabeth, anything in particular? Because you are first, my dear. Also, I'm super excited because Thursday I am teaching my first tarot class. So I'm part of a Middle Tennessee Witches is the group name. And someone was like, hey, I really want to get some classes going. Anyone interested in teaching some classes? And there was someone who taught Witchcraft 101, and then last week they taught how to make your own calendar. I missed both of them because I've just been so busy, but they have replays of them, so I might go back and watch them. But this Thursday is my turn. I'm going to be doing intuitive tarot. So I'm going to be teaching not only tarot, but like how to read intuitively. So that's going to be super fun. I'm super excited about that. I really feel like 2022, like I know like most basic bitches are like, oh, this new year is like my year and all that kind of shit. Like it's not exactly how I'm thinking, but like I really feel like 2022 is like my year to make this Her Head in the Stars a little bit more of what I want it to be. Teaching things and doing live things, like in-person things. So I'm really excited about where it's going. Hopefully I can kind of build up my fan base and all that good stuff. But I'm really excited about that. And then also, again, I keep reminding you guys, I'm sure Elizabeth and Amber, I know that you guys have heard it before, but anyone else that's watching the replay, or you might be watching and not commenting, but I am doing Taroscopes next Thursday on the 30th for the new year. So I will write out my horoscopes for the year beforehand, and then I will have them here, and I will do a tarot reading for each individual zodiac, and I'm gonna put them together, like take the I don't know if you can hear that, my cats are hissing and fighting each other. I'm gonna take the horoscope and put it together with the tarot card readings that I do and kind of put them together, and it's voila, a taroscope. I've done them before in the past, and I've always just kind of like put like pictures and like had like typed out the meanings and all that kind of stuff. But this one's gonna be live, and it's gonna be really fun. Will I hear from David or my ex-husband by Christmas? Name is Joe. Ooh, okay. All right, well, we're gonna do a yes or no, okay? Since you have a specific like yes or no, will this happen? Yes is going to be an odd number. No is going to be, or no, scratch that. No is going to be an odd number. Yes is going to be an even number. And then any of the royal cards, whatever you want to call them, like page, knight, king, queen, those are going to be maybes. My cards, I will warn you, Elizabeth, my cards get very sassy when I ask yes or no questions. So we shall see. Aces are ones. See what they have to say. And then I'll do a general reading too. All right. Yes or no? Well, let's break it down because you did say two different people. Will I hear from David or my ex-husband? His name is Joe. Okay, so will she hear from David? Yes or no? Yes or no questions are usually a little bit better for a pendulum. I need to bring the pendulum up for any of these yes or no questions. I honestly don't know where it is. No, I do know where it is. It's hanging up. I just haven't touched it in forever. Alright. Will we hear from David? Yes or no? My Roman numerals. 10 IV is 14. So that is a yes. However, the card of like taking the middle road and knowing when enough is enough. So it might be like a yes, you might hear from him, but it might be like one of those things where you might not want to. Then it gives the death card. Number 13. So that's no, but it could be, I feel like, honestly, it could be like, you might hear from him, but it might be a chapter that you might need to close. Let's see. Will she hear from Joe? You're gonna end up hearing from both. Joe. 4 of Swords. Another yes. But again, like laying down the sword. Queen of Wands, Queen being all about like that independence. It might be that you might hear from them. You might not want to, it might be like a chapter that you need to end. Like if you do hear from them, it's going to be like a chapter that you kind of need to close. Start a business, became a minister on Friday, hopefully move to the Bay Area and start new next year, maybe get married to Elizabeth, starting family, a puppy. Oh, what kind of puppy? Do you have any in mind or just any puppy? Elizabeth. Okay, so I'm gonna do a general reading for you because yes or no's are always a little iffy with my cards. Nine of Chalices. This one's all about taking time to appreciate. Chalices being all about like emotions and relationships and all those tied to those. Taking a moment to just kind of like sit back and watch the sunset. Taking a breather. 8 of Pentacles is things are starting to come together. But keep watering those flowers. Don't pick them just yet. It might seem like things are starting to get better, but they're only going to keep getting better if you keep up with it. So make sure consistency is good. Now, with it being upside down, it's stuck energy. You're not keeping it consistent. You might be getting a little bit complacent or a little bit, not lazy, but not really keeping up with everything that you should be doing when it comes to what you're trying to accomplish. So just make sure that you're keeping that consistency. The Tower. So, girl, you got the Death card and the Tower in a reading. Something's got to change. Something like one chapter is just got to go. Whatever the case may be. Anyone new coming in? Okay, I'll see that too. With the Death card and the Tower card in one setting, it's really saying like something's gotta go. Something's just gotta go so that you can build from scratch. So whether you're kind of hanging on to, if there's any lingering feelings or regrets from the relationships, definitely something's gotta be let go. There has to be a close of the chapter, a conclusion. Transitioning into something new. Definitely something new. I mean, it's with this card being sit back and relax and enjoy, like, look back on things and just kind of enjoy the good things. He's also sitting alone on a bench. It might be just like the time that you just kind of have to chill by yourself and just make those changes on your own. I hope that makes sense. I feel like the cards are kind of saying like, if you hear from them, you probably don't want to, or take this as an opportunity to kind of close those chapters. Tie off loose ends. Now someone new coming. Someone new. I feel like you're not taking steps carefully. You're not thinking before you leap, kind of thing. Seven of Wands is all about like taking each step. Like, I don't know if you can tell in the picture, but he's kind of leaping from log to log in the water. With being upside down, it means that you're not taking those steps carefully. You're just kind of rushing through things. Thinking about the future and things that you're gonna be leaving behind, and what people will think about you when they remember you. And that's not necessarily like if you're gonna die, what they're gonna remember. It's more of like when you leave the room, what are people going to think of you? What's your impression that you leave on people? Your legacy that you leave behind. King of Pentacles being upside down too. Like all the things that you're wanting could be falling into place, but something is stuck there, and I really get a feeling that it's an unclosed chapter or an untied off end, a loose end with somebody in a past relationship, whether it be David or Joe, it could be, but I feel like if you were to tie off those loose ends, not rush through things, just kind of take each step carefully and make sure that you're doing it the right way to make sure that you feel that closure. Like, you can't just be like, okay, bye, I'll see you later, never again, kind of thing. You have to really feel like that closure is actually closed, if that makes sense. And then I feel like that all the things are going to start falling into place for you, and things are going to be a little bit easier for you. So, and it could be even relationships. If you close off those chapters, something new could fall in your lap, and you'd be ready for it because you're not thinking about these past relationships. So yeah, you definitely need closure. One that doesn't shed. My dog Sparky sheds a lot. Yeah, and one that doesn't slobber. Keep that in mind too. My parents had a bloodhound, and man, that dog slobbered. He slobbered so freaking much, and then he'd shake his head, and there's literally like slobber marks on their ceiling from him slobbering so much. Oh my gosh. And then I remember Chloe. He passed away a couple of years ago, but Chloe, she was like 2 or 3, and she's always been this like prissy little thing. And he came over and he slobbered on her arm. And there was just this string of slobber on her arm, and she legit, like 2 years old, was like, huh, huh, like she was about to throw up from this slobber on her arm. I will never forget that. That was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, keep that in mind too, as the slobber is definitely something to try to avoid if possible. One that doesn't shed very much. I think poodles and labradoodles. Poodles are kind of annoying dogs, but labradoodles are supposed to be really good about not shedding, and they're hypoallergenic. I need to slow my roll a little bit. But they're supposed to be pretty good dogs. But also, go to a shelter, adopt. Don't buy from a breeder or puppy mill or pet store. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. What are you doing, Astrid? Speaking of shedding, this Sparky never did that, luckily. We need it for a service dog, and Elizabeth has her seizures and stuff. That would be awesome. Speaking of shedding, my long-haired senior kitty is coming up to me. And then, of course, Freya is coming up too. Hey, Astrid. Don't worry about Freya. No, don't worry about her. All right. Amber. General and love here. If I could buy them all, I would. I know. I still follow. So where I got Freya is called the Catio. Like patio, but Catio. They have like this, it's like a cafe, and you can get beer, you can get wine, you can get snacks, or just regular drinks, and you can just chill. And they've got couches all over. It's this big, huge room, and they've got couches all over, and like toys and stuff for all the cats. And just all the cats are roaming everywhere. And it's really cool because you can kind of sit in a living room setting with all these cats and see which ones will come up and play, or which ones come up and snuggle, or which ones hide. And you can see like if you vibe with the cat, or if they're just kind of like not really for you. Freya, I went completely past all of that, and I saw her picture on Facebook, and I was just like, that cat's mine. But I still follow them on Facebook, and I'm constantly like, oh my god, look at this sweet little thing, I want him so bad. And I know my husband's probably sick of that, because I'm sending him pictures all the time like, look at him, he's so cute, he needs a home. But they get all their cats from Nashville Cat Rescue. Man, the rescues are so full these days. Like when we found Astrid outside, we moved in I come out with like 10. We moved in July and found Astrid, I think it was in August. And we were so worried about bringing in an older cat, because we're like, well, what if she sprays everywhere? Or what if she claws everything? Once they're an older animal, it's kind of hard to train them not to do that kind of thing. So at first, when we found her, I was like, all right, I'm calling all the rescues, seeing who can take her. And there was a wait list. One of them told me their wait list was 150 people ahead of me with cats trying to get into the rescue. Obviously, like if someone were to leave a box full of kittens, which actually just happened recently, they would take them in because they have no choice. But like for her, I was just like, you know what? There's no rescues. We're taking her, and we ended up keeping her. And the vet said that she's about 15 years old. But she's been awesome. She's such a good cat. She literally just chills. She just chills. She loves to watch the Christmas tree. She will sit in front of the Christmas tree all day long and just stare at it. And I don't think that she can see very well because Freya's a black cat. So if she's standing in front of something black or if she's in like a dark corner, Astrid will not see her. But as soon as she sees her, then she's like hissing at her. She never actually does anything. She just hisses at her and kind of chases her around. And Freya's just like, whatever. But they're so sweet. I love them both. I had to explain to the kids, you know, with Asher being an older cat, we're going to have her for a few years. And then when, you know, she might pass away in the next few years, we're not going to have her nearly as long as we have Freya for. But we can know that we gave her the best life. She's just sitting there. She's cleaning herself. She's got just long fur. She's like constantly getting fur stuck in her mouth. Rotten animals. Spoiled rotten. Okay. Amber. Okay. So we've got 2 wands, both in reverse. And we've got a Queen of Swords upright. The 2 wands being in reverse, I feel like they really tie in together. All of them tie in together, I feel like, but these 2 really stand out to me. So, if you can notice in the 2 of Wands, the moon is in the background, so it has to do with your intuition. 2 of Wands is all about kind of like planning things ahead and really working out the details before you embark on this new journey. And your intuition is there too. Knowing, like, with your intuition that this is the right path. So I know that you're starting all these new plans, and I'm not saying that you're not on a right path. That's not what this is saying. It's saying that, like, your thoughts aren't completely in it, and it could honestly have to do with, you know, you still grieving, and that's natural for sure, but I think it's saying, like, you really need to start planning things and really getting ahead of things. Because this card here, I'm going to put this one as the 3rd one, because this card, and they go together too. This card is an opportunity, things that can happen for you, and things are... an opportunity is going to come your way, and I feel like you might pass it up if you don't allow yourself to really prepare and get ready for what's to come. This Queen of Swords, I feel like this is like your confidence. The confidence is there, and you have everything that you need to be that full, confident, badass, independent self. But these 2 things have to kind of come together, and I feel like if you're planning and ready for it, and like you have these plans laid out, like solidify those plans and get them going, and start moving forward with it. I know that sometimes we can be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and it can kind of go on for a while of, yeah, I'm gonna do that eventually, I'm gonna do that, but you don't really like get it started. And I feel like that opportunity to get it started is coming. Don't pass it up. Make sure that you actually take that opportunity, and remember that Queen energy, that Queen of Swords. So swords being all about, the fuck was that? I think Astrid or Freya is playing with the little boingy things behind the door. Lost my train of thought. Queen of Swords being all about intellect and taking action, and Queen being that like badass bitch that can really like vanquish her monsters on her own. So like all throughout the swords, all these people are fighting these giant geese, but the Queen has vanquished this monster and caught this monster on her own. So you have that capability, and that confidence is underlying, you definitely need to bring that confidence out and get a little bit more confident in everything that you're doing. And I think that planning is definitely going to help that confidence. Really nervous and shy in front of people, so I gotta practice a lot before I marry anyone. Yes, so like get that confidence up a little bit, and I feel like you're gonna feel a lot better. 5 of Chalices is all about letting things go. Chalices being emotions. It can also be like regrets and feelings that might be kind of like stuck and you're not letting them go. With this being upside down. So there might be some sort of regrets that you have from the past. Just make sure that you kind of let all that go. Let yourself start fresh. One more. The 3 of Swords is about grief. You might not fully be letting yourself grieve. And I feel like once you're able to do that, once you're able to just kind of like let it go, then you're going to be able to move past it a little bit. I feel like you're never done grieving. But I feel like if you let yourself just really like let go of things a little bit, you can kind of move past it, and be able to get that confidence back. But letting things go, so many regrets. What ifs with my mom? Like, what if we had brought her home? She could have passed with family and just in general. Let those things go for sure. You're not letting them go, and that's what's keeping you from completely grieving and being able to move past it, and having that confidence, and being able to plan for things and be ready for things to start and be able to take opportunities and get those things going. So definitely I feel like that's something that you might need to focus on, is letting those regrets go and what ifs. Because honestly, I mean, you can sit there and say, well, what if I had done this? What if I had done this? But you can't go back and actually do them. So it's one of those things where it's like you're going to spend weeks thinking about, well, what if I had done this? What if I had did this differently, or whatever the case may be. But that's weeks of your life that your mom would want you to be happy. Your mom would want you to be able to move on and be able to grieve her so that you can start moving on to the next chapter. So, yeah, I definitely feel like try to let go of some of those regrets and those what ifs, because it's not anything that you can really change at this point. So make sure that you're focusing on moving forward. And I know that your mom would want you to move forward. She wouldn't want you to sit there and say like, what if I had done this or whatever. So definitely try to let some of that go. I haven't grieved. I just push everything away and I pretend to function, just cry every now and then. Inside I know there's blood in there, a waterfall waiting to happen. Let it go. Sometimes find a song that your mom really loved, or like a song that really makes you think of your mom, and just kind of take a moment to like listen to that and just really feel everything. Let it all go and let yourself feel all those things, and think about like all the what ifs. You know, let your head kind of get all those out of the way. Think about all those things and then start telling yourself like, okay, well, what if I had done this? It still would have been the same. You know, things still would have happened. So, and there's not really any like going back and being able to do it differently. So you have to try to like let yourself feel all those things, because it's not a bad thing to feel those things, and it's not unnatural to feel all those things. Everyone worries about, you know, what if, but definitely let yourself feel all those things and then try to move past it. Like really let yourself know, like, I've done everything that I could have done. Now I want to live my life, because that's what your mom would have done. or would have wanted you to do. So make sure that you aren't dwelling on it too long. All right. What about for love? Okay, let me focus on love here. Because I did kind of a two-parter for Elizabeth too. Let me focus on love. What about love? Oh my gosh. Okay, so happiness, like literally pure happiness is what the Sun card is. I don't feel like that. I literally feel like that's all the cards had to say. Sometimes when I pull a card, I'm like, okay, that really didn't have to do with the reading. The cards literally just wanted to tell you happiness. Seriously. Happy times are coming. Just make sure that you move past the grief and everything so that you can feel this happiness. Because that is on the other side of that. Make sure that you give yourself some time to focus on your relationship and all the happiness that is there for sure. I love that card came out. Yeah, definitely happiness. All right, so that is it for me tonight. I am going to go finish wrapping presents, and hopefully everybody has a very Merry Christmas. I know it's gonna be a little bit different for some of you because of people not being there anymore, but just know that they wouldn't want you to be sad during the holidays. They would still want you to be happy. So yeah, focus on happy times, on the people that you do have around you, and do something in memory of those people that we've lost this year, because I know a lot of you have lost people this year. Do something to make a new tradition that makes you think of them. Anna's leaving New Mexico, so it'll just be me and my dad, and Elizabeth is able to come stay over every week, so I think that's happy times coming. Oh, that's good. It's good. But focus on the people that are there for you, are there with you, and think of something that a new tradition that you can start that makes you think of that person that you lost, so that every year when you are feeling sad about them not being there for the holidays, you have that tradition to do and think of them and have happy times. It has been a rough year. It's been a very rough year. But we're going to start off 2022, good Lord, with a fresh start. We're going to have a little bit better of a year. Good times are coming. Happiness is coming. So, yeah. I hope that you guys have a great Christmas. A happy New Year, which I'll see you guys before then. I'll see you twice before the New Year. I will see you guys next Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday, and then Thursday the 30th for Tarot Scopes. I'm super excited about that. But I hope you guys have a good weekend, and Merry Christmas. Bye.